We're live.
No way.
Yep.
All right. Hopefully we're live in Google and YouTube as well.
I'm checking. I don't know though. Let's see. I don't know.
If not, I don't know why it's not because.
Oh, wait. Yep, we're good.
Okay. All right. Let me mute the Skype call and run the intro. Let me see. Oh, there we go. All right. Here we go. Actually, hold on. It's a lie. Now here we go.
Welcome to the Four Guys with Quarters show. With your hosts Inferno, Assassin, and Clowns.
All right. Welcome everyone to a special edition of Four Guys with Quarters, the Fernie and Sassy show. We've wanted to do this for a while now. We've been thinking about doing this for a while. Today seemed like the right opportunity, given that the other two jamokes are sick or something or other. So I'm kind of sick still too. I'll mute the mic if I cough, but not really as bad as I have been. So for anyone who's wondering about my health, probably no one. Love you too, guys. Anyway, I'm Inferno217. And of course, we have ZPCI Assassin making his 77th straight appearance.
Yo, what up?
That's right. This is the laid back Bernie and Sassy show, baby. Two of us together on this thing. This is a long time in the making. We started talking about this like months ago. Maybe a year ago. But tonight, it's going to be a quick one. We got Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2. 1, Far Cry Primal 2. That's it. We're out of here so we can get back to PvZ. But we love these games, or at least PvZ, so much we wanted to come on and talk about it. I've got my thoughts about Far Cry and why I think I may be picking it up now. Haven't picked it up yet. Was kind of on the fence about it, but I think now I'm going to. So we'll talk about that. But first, PvZ. Right, Assassin?
Game of the year.
Game of the year. You're unbelievable.
It is.
Now available, $59.99. It's on PS4 and Xbox One. The same
And
time
PC.
this time.
Don't forget PC.
And PC, but console games for life. PC Master Race, no way. But yeah, on Xbox One, PS4 at the same time. I think that's the big deal. Because PS4 only got it. How long did they have to wait last time? Like 8 months?
I
6
think
months?
it came out in like August.
Okay, so like 6 months last time they had to wait, but this time comes out on everything at the same time. So yeah, Turtle in the chat. We're gonna talk about Primal in a second. But first it's PvZ. It's PvZ first.
Yep.
On the Fernie and Sassy show. We dictate the terms this time. All right, so what do we think?
Game of the year. As I said earlier. It is.
Game of
Everything.
2016 so far, the first couple
Yep.
months.
Yep. Calling it right now. Best multiplayer, best story, best shooter, best
story.
online experience, best multiplayer, best music, soundtrack.
Is there anything like to contest it though? Like, I feel like nothing else is really.
Far Cry Primal.
It's winning by default. It's winning by default at this point. But yeah, PvZ, it's good. It's good. It's very good. I've been liking it. Been loving it. Been gotta having it. That's a Cold Stone reference for you people who have Cold Stone around you. But yeah, I mean, this time around it's $60. Was kind of, a little pissed about that since last time it was 40, but I understand there's a lot more to do in this one than in the last one. For instance, cue the next slide. Backyard Battleground mission. So now you start off in like this backyard Battleground. So you get the zombies side and you get the plant side, and the plant side's all light and cheery, and there's missions to do there, and then zombie side is all dark and dreary, and there's also missions to do there. The middle is a little, it's a battleground where you find both plants and zombies. You can raise a flag in the middle and have like this all-out brawl that counts toward your XP and coins. So definitely do that. You also get a 50 gamer score achievement if you survive all the waves of the flag thing. So what do you think of that? What do you think of the flag thing? And then we'll talk about the backyard thing. What do you think of the flag thing?
It's definitely a lot more fun because you don't have to go in garden ops or graveyard ops to do a little defense type thing, and then you don't even have to raise the flag. Like before the podcast, I was just sitting there with my little orange, and bosses responding, and I was killing things, leveling up, just to pass the time. Looking for those stupid little snow globes.
Yeah. I mean, definitely. I think there's more to just like, especially in that middle area we've been talking about with the flag. I think there's more to just like sit around, just take part in. You get random like boss spawns, which I think is awesome. Like all of a sudden you'll get like an imp that calls in its mech warrior and starts beating the crap out of you, or you'll get like these random huge zombies with like the front door. Have you seen that thing?
Yep, I was killing a few earlier.
Yeah, that is sick. That is really sick. Like randomly these things will just sprout up, and I mean sometimes you literally have to retreat. Like I've died a few times out there.
Yep, and you can set the difficulty to crazy and practice.
Can you really?
Yep, the globe right next to the quest board.
That I did not know. Pro tips from ZPCI Assassin. So yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving that middle area. I'm loving the backyard in general. What do you think of the quest? Do you think they're like mundane or like repetitive, or do you think it like adds life to the game? Because I think it adds life to it.
I think it adds life, but it also gets very boring at times where it's just like, go here, kill that, go here, kill that. Or my favorite one, which I don't really like, is there's a target range by the boat, and you have like 20 seconds to hit 20 targets. You have to do like 5 times. It's very annoying.
Yeah, but it's challenging.
Yeah, but I mean, after like the second try, you're like, oh, I know where those targets are. I know where those targets are. Just give me my reward.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But like, I like the fact that there are NPCs out in the backyard. You can go talk to them, pick up quests and stuff. By no means is this like an RPG or like an action adventure game, but it's a nice little thing to throw in, because I've been doing this stuff when like none of my friends are on playing. If I see no one's on to play with, I'll just like, jump into the backyard, screw around a little bit in that middle area we're talking about with the flag, screw around with, doing a few missions or like exploring some areas, find the collectibles, which we'll go into in a second. But like, Assassin, you sometimes you're up earlier than everyone, and you can hop on and do this kind of stuff, right? I mean, it's a time waster too.
Yep, for sure.
So definitely a welcome addition to the franchise. Now about the collectibles. Are the collectibles annoying, or is it something that you like doing? Because a lot of people, when they get into a game, they're like, "Ooh, yeah, this secret collectibles I can go and find." Oh, it doesn't have collectibles. Like this game would be perfect for collectibles, or like, oh, I love, achieving the fact that I can get all 50 gnomes or whatever it is. Are the collectibles annoying? Like no need for them, or do you like the fact that there's collectibles?
I love them because it gives me something to look out, but they're also annoying because I need there's 50 snow globes. We don't know what you get for them. All I know is I need 5 more, and I believe they're only on the backyard, unlike the gnomes. So I've been spending like hours hitting every tiny little inch, going around every building.
That's
like
right.
Hugging the wall, holding B.
Holding B.
Just to find that, going on top of buildings.
That's funny. Yeah, because a lot of them are like in really obscure places.
Oh yeah,
They really are. Like the ones that one that's on top of that building right near the camper. Spoiler alert for people who are watching. like that snow globe or whatever that's up there. I would have never checked that, honestly.
Yep.
I would have never checked that area. And then some of the ones that are in the sewers are, a little tough to find. Some of them are like hidden in like a dumpster area with like trash and stuff, and you never know it was there unless it prompted you to hold B. That happened to me. Like there was no way I knew it was there. I was just walking by it, and all of a sudden it prompted me to hold B. And I'm like, oh, there's a snow globe there. So that's cool. They've added some collectibles, added a lot of single player stuff. You could say that Garden Ops was single player back in the day, but on the first PvZ, but this is like true single player. This is stuff. I mean, you can do this with a group too. Can't collect everyone can't get the collectibles as a group though, which kind of sucks. But this is stuff to occupy yourself if your friends aren't online, or something to screw around with if you're sick of a same kind of multiplayer, like doing Garden Ops, Graveyard Ops, that kind of thing.
There was one annoying, I guess you could say, collectible. You found it earlier in the sewer, my bad.
Yeah.
A fish. There's 12 fish hidden around, and you have to find each one, and you have to do it in the correct order, or you fail. And it's so annoying because at the end, because I did this, you get a frog head.
That's it?
It was like a common frog head. I'm like,
wow.
For the scientist. I'm like, you kidding me? I did
for
all
the
that
scientist too, which you never use.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, some of these things, like there's chests hidden around too that you've got to spend currency on. There's like there's a star currency and there's coins currency. So, the stars you get for doing some of the missions, doing the quests, that kind of stuff. So, opening up those chests, you get like huge rewards. Like the reward assassin just described, that froghead thing is like nothing compared to some of the stuff you get out of the chests. So that's kind of annoying. You should get like a super rare for that.
Yeah, I know. I was a little disappointed, but I'm curious to see what's in that gnome chest. It's 200 stars.
That you'll be collecting for a while. How many stars do you? I think earlier on stream I saw you had like 35 or 38.
Yep.
Yeah. I wish I didn't even know there was a chest that had 200 until you said it. I wish I did not spend any of mine. But some of the chests are free too, so walk up to it and check. If you don't want to spend your stars, like, you don't have to. Some of them are free in secret areas, and they give you huge amounts of coins, like 50,000. So check that out. What do you think of the new characters? So before we get into who's OP, who's not, because we obviously know who's OP.
Yeah.
Just on a whole, zombies versus plants for the new characters, which one's better?
I love the plants because it's like, for the zombies, there's the imp. He has like 50 health. Like he's a cool character, but like, I mean, we're not getting OP stuff and whatever, but he doesn't last at all.
Yeah.
You go on a firefight, you're done. He's more sit back and shoot. The Super Brains guy, he's probably my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
There's a variant, he shoots electricity. He's unbeatable. I mean, I've been in a match with like 3 of them. They all sit back. Someone shoots you. It goes through like 3 different targets.
Yep.
You're done.
Yep.
There's nothing you can do. Same thing with the pirate guy sometimes. He's probably my second favorite, sort of.
See, I feel like the pirate guy is the only one that's like, that's the one that's definitely in the middle of usability. Like, I feel like the Super Brains one, like, personally, when I versus Super Brains, it's like they never have the advantage on me. If I'm using Colonel Cobb, I feel like I have the advantage on the Super Brains like every single time.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not true for every character, but the Super Brains is mostly like a melee character. You have to usually like punches people. He has this like beam that Assassin was talking about that doesn't do a ton of damage. So, I don't know. Like I like the idea of him. I just don't like his usability. Same thing with the Imp having only 50 health. But I think the pirate is like the perfect like mix of usability. So if it were my stance on it, I would say that the pirate is the best zombie.
Yeah.
Even though, I mean, the picture we have here is the imp in the mech warrior. You can't use that mech warrior thing every single time. So
No, but I've been in matches with that. You think, oh, it's so good. You have like 400 health. You have all these abilities. You know, you have that nuclear ejection, like from Titanfall. And there's times where you just get destroyed. You don't know what to do. The rose hits are with you, that slow ability, and you're done. Or
yeah, the
EM Peach from the Citron.
right. So let's talk about the plants. So the zombies we know about. The plants, we got Rose, who's OP. We'll get into that in a second. We've got the Citron. We've got the Colonel Cobb. Which one's your favorite on the plants?
I love the Citron. Yeah.
As soon as I found out the Citron had 200 health, bro, I was like, it's it. I'm just gonna start using them. 200 health for that guy.
Yeah, but the thing is, like his whole half of his body is a crit spot.
That's true.
So, I mean, you lose health very quickly, especially against like a scientist. Clowns is just destroying me. He's
Oh,
like doing
that's a good
50
point.
health damage a shot or something close to that.
That's a good point. Yeah. See, I like the Citron because in a lot of game modes, he has a huge advantage with the speed, with the roll when you can roll ball. You know, do like somebody in your stream earlier said the droid. It looks like a droidica from Star Wars. So like the speed advantage is there, I think, for the Citron, as well as the fact that he can pop out, put up that shield, and like go to town. You know, and a lot of the game modes like require speed in this game. So I feel like the Citron with his speed is just like straight up gangsta. No other way to put it. What do you think of the Citron's variants? Have you played with like any of his variants yet, or?
I have 0 of his variants. I'm close to unlocking like the futuristic version or something, and then the frozen one. But in the beta, I did have a few of them, but I didn't play the Citron because the first time you pop into him, you're doing like 4 damage.
Right.
So, I mean, he came off to me as a weak, useless character. But like earlier this morning, I'm like, screw it, I'm going to level him up. I'm going to try him out, see if I can get some strategies, and I'm going like 40 kills in like 5 dots.
Right.
It just amazed me how well he did.
Yeah, I feel like in the beta, like he was so weak at range. I kind of just like wrote him off because like I'm not one of those. That's why I don't use the scientist on the zombie side. I can't just like get into the firefight, risk myself that much, like not be able to get out of it. But if you can get like that mid range attack with the Citron, like you were doing earlier in your stream, like you're golden.
Yep.
I think I have like the frozen one unlocked, even though I don't really use them. I've just been getting his pieces from the 35,000 packs.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't tried them out yet. I gotta start using them more because like Colonel Cobb is so sick and I love him. He's definitely my favorite on the plant side since Rose is like feels dirty. We'll get into that in a second. But if Rose didn't feel so friggin' dirty to use, I would use her. But Colonel Cobb right now is just like is doing it for me. I feel like all the plant variants have like a big value on the battlefield, whereas like on the zombies, like the imp I was taking out with the what is it? The camo cactus. I was taking out imps with one shot. Like you can get one shot with that thing.
Yep. And when I was playing them earlier, those little potted plants were taking out half my health.
Yeah. See, that's ridiculous.
It was sad.
Yeah. Yeah, Colonel Cobb. Like, if you're new to PvZ and you're getting PvZ Garden Warfare 2, I think Colonel Cobb's strategy for the new plants, is probably the most approachable since he's good at like far range, close range, mid range, automatic fire for a lot of his variants. Good like maneuverability. He's got this ability where you can pop out in the air and get away from the firefight quickly while still firing bullets that do like 27 crit or something like that.
I'm not too sure.
Yeah,
I never really use them.
Yeah, it's like in the 20s. The crits are like in the 20s on that special attack, his Y ability or triangle if you're on PlayStation, or whatever it is on PC. E, I don't know. R, I don't know what it is.
It's 2.
2, maybe 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So his middle ability, whatever it is good in the close situations. And he's got like that huge like cob rocket thing, and the butter.
Yeah, I'm curious on his different abilities because I mean we have one of them,
Right.
the giant butter, which is amazing.
I want to see what his ability will be for the rocket. I have a feeling the ability for the rocket's going to be like a triple rocket, kind of like what the ZPG variant was in the first game for the foot soldier. Something like that. I kind of hope it's not, but I have a feeling that's what it is. And then we get to Rose, who is vastly overpowered no matter what Clown says. Shout out to Clowns. Couldn't be here today. Apparently you can take, according to Clowns, Rose is very easy to take out with a marine biologist or any kind of scientist for that matter. But otherwise, man, what did they screw up here?
Who knows?
Dude,
Who knows?
First of all, heat-seeking bullets. Like, I understand the idea that what the bullets look like. They're very slow traveling. But heat-seeking bullets, like, come on. Also, the rapid fire, like, you could put so many bullets in a guy without him even knowing you're there because they just heat-seek. So the first bullet hits, there's already like 9 or 10 behind it that are going to hit you in less than a second.
Yep. And then the max, it doesn't do any of that blocking damage or whatever they call it in this game.
Right, yeah. So those bullets get by the shields, which is also like extra ridiculous, extra OP. Also, her abilities, like the fact that you can go invincible. Like if you're getting your ass kicked as Rose and you just tap the Y ability, you're saved.
Yep, just run away.
Because you're just invincible.
Free.
So just run away. And even if you're not that far away and you're still invincible, as the invincible Rose with your Y ability, the arcane ability they call it, you can still kill people. Like you can still shoot. What is it? Pulling right trigger like does this stomp thing. I can't even describe it.
Shockwave
or something.
I don't know.
I don't know what it is. It looks like a shockwave stomp kind of thing. I don't know the names. We're not technical here on the Fernie and Sassy show. So you got that ability. Then you got the fact that you can freeze people like to a friggin' crawl. They can't technically move, but you're slow as molasses. You can't use your abilities.
You can shoot, but
you can shoot. That's it. Yeah.
Not going to stop you because she moves a little bit to the left, and you have to slowly look.
Right. Is your look actually slowed? I've never noticed.
Yep, everything's slowed.
Wow, that's bullshit. Yeah, we love Plants vs. Zombies. We love the developers behind Plants vs. Zombies. EA, do we love them? Maybe not, but we really like them. But this is, like, not good. Like, this was way... In the beta, this was underpowered, and now it's overpowered. I feel like they need to do something. We didn't even mention that you can turn people into friggin' goats.
Yep. You're in the middle of a firefight, you're going to lose. Bam, you're a goat.
Turn anyone into a goat. Up, you're in a barrel. If you're the pirate zombie and you're already in a barrel, screw it. Turn into a goat.
Yep.
Have you used any of the goat's abilities? Because I've noticed the abilities change when you become a goat.
They're just like little emotes. They don't do anything.
Oh, great. So the only attack you have is a little ramming headbutt thing.
Yep.
You're a goat for like 5 full seconds. Like, it's a long time. It's not like you're just a goat really temporarily and then you pop out. You're a goat for a long time. And it's very hard for you to get away.
I don't know. There was times where I saw people get turned into a goat. Less than a second, boom. Human or zombie form.
Really? But has that ever happened to you?
When I was Rose, yeah. I don't know, like, what's going on. I don't know. I don't know if it's just something wrong with the game.
Dude, I've been a goat for like 5 full seconds. I'm telling you.
Unless there's like a power-up, like ability that you unlock or something.
Right. Oh, maybe there is, yeah. Maybe. Anyway, so that's new plants versus new zombies. I mean, Rose is OP, right? You're going to agree with me, not Clowns, right?
Oh, yeah. I think he was just messing with you. But, I mean, if you do get a scientist up close, they're
Oh yeah.
If they don't have the goat ability or anything, then they're done. But
Right. Right. Marine biologists still very solid. Like go ahead and rock your marine biologist PvZ Garden Warfare 1 fans and veterans. Go take your marine biologist, take your chemist, do some work on those Rose characters because you'll see like it's OP when you see a team of 12 in Gardens and Graveyards or whatever they call it now, and 6 or 7 of them are Rose. Like you just know that's the case. So.
I did see a team of half of them were imps.
See, that's weird.
Yeah. I don't know if there was like a big group or something, but it was kind of weird.
Yeah. See, I can't even rock the imp. As much as I love the imp, I'm dead too quickly, man.
Yeah.
I'm dying like 16, 17 times a match.
I think they need to raise his health to 100. I know he's small and whatnot and looks like a potato, but 100 needs to happen.
Right. Yeah. No, I agree. The health has to definitely be increased. I know they nerfed the imp's like spinning ability where he's just firing random bullets and spinning in a circle like a special kid, but like I like they nerfed that and then they decreased his health. Was it 50 in the beta?
It was 50 in the beta,
Why
but
am I always thinking it's 70?
I don't like in the beta. It seemed like you could live pretty long, and now like his spinning attack is like 2, 3 crit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Carlo in the YouTube chat says chemist, yes. So he says use the chemist. Chemist and marine biologist still very solid. I've been seeing a lot of people use like the paleontologist and stuff. I don't remember the paleontologist being really that great in PvZ Gunway.
I don't. I think he kind of sucked, didn't he?
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of people use it though. So yeah, other than the characters, like what else has changed? Like what's new?
The leveling system. Each character levels up 10 times, and then like to take it from Call of Duty, you prestige that guy. You get a new like calling card thing, and then you level back up to 10. And you can do it 5 times.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with your normal rank. You get up to 100, and you go right back down. It does it automatically. You don't have to do anything.
Oh, you don't have to do it for the 100?
Nope, it does it by itself.
See, if you do it for the characters, you have to go back to that stats room. I thought that was kind of confusing.
Yeah.
But then you get the special calling card, like you said. It says like specialist. What's the next one called? The next one's like...
I'm not too sure.
I've gotten to the second one on Colonel Cobb. But, man. What is it called? I don't know. But anyway, it goes like... Basically, it's just like a little tag above your character name or above your name, your gamer tag that says like you're the best. Essentially, like it changes the color of your card as well in the kill cam, the whole bit. So it definitely makes you look special, and you don't really lose a ton. So there's really no reason not to do it.
Yeah, you get 20,000 coins, and you get back set to 1, and that's it. You don't lose your abilities. You don't lose anything.
Right. So then there's the leveling system. There's also that quest system that we kind of like alluded to earlier back in the backyard. So if you pick up these quests, you do these things. It's kind of like the star system back when you like unlock skip stars or whatever back on PvZ Garden Warfare 1 to rank up your individual characters. If you get these quests on the quest board and they update every couple days, you can get an XP multiplier. So if you're watching the podcast right now, or should I say the Fernie and Sassy show? It says XP 2.0 for Assassin's character because he's done enough quests. I don't know if it's like 10 or 15 or something quests that you have to complete before you get to XP 2.0. It goes from XP times 1 to times 1.25, then 1.5, then 1.75, and then all the way up to 2.0. So you want to do these quests. You want to like get familiar with the other characters so you can kill people with the quests. And what do you think of that system? You like it better than the skip stars and the star system from back in the day?
Definitely, because I hated going for challenges because a lot of them were just very annoying. Like the cactus get like double kills on one potato mine. Like
Right.
that never happens.
Right. Or like the or like ones that like require you to get kills while you were in the air, or like when people were in the air
Yeah, yeah. It's
back in the day. And now these ones are like way more realistic. The ones that they've had so far are like vanquish 50 enemies with the engineer, or like vanquish 20 enemies with the engineer's Y ability, stuff like that. So
and a lot of them you can go right in your backyard and do them. You don't even have to go in a match.
right.
Or if some ridiculous ones like what we had yesterday kill people while they had the gnome bomb. I was getting annoyed playing multiplayer. You could go in a solo match and do it, or a private match and
Right.
do them, and you don't have to like, oh my god, I gotta get this done, I gotta get this done.
I have a feeling that's gonna change though.
Yeah, I kind of hope it does,
Yeah.
but it it's just that 15 kills while someone's carrying a gnome bomb. I hate gnome bombs, so
Yeah. Yeah. So like it forces you to play some of the game modes you probably wouldn't play, but like some of them are actually not too bad. Like Gnome Bomb is not great, but like Suburbanation in this game, because Rose's, OP, it kind of sucks. But as soon as she gets nerfed, I think Domination / Suburbanation's good. I like it. But Gnome Bomb, no, sorry, can't do Gnome Bomb. What else? What else in this game before we move on? I'm sure we'll have more to talk about this as we unlock more stuff. It's just we only had the game for like a couple days, really. We had
Yeah.
EA Access trial, but we didn't really like get too much into the game. We just played a few like rounds or whatever. We didn't really want to do like all the single player stuff or the quests and all that. We just kind of jumped into Gardens and Graveyards, played what we were used to. What do you think of? Oh, another thing. This may be the last thing. They have garden ops for zombies now, so it's graveyard ops,
Yep.
and you defend against plants that come at you. So there's like actual walking plant characters now. They call weeds, that are kind of like the zombies that came at you in garden ops. So what do you think of that? Do you think it's worse, better, same, just reskinned? What do you think?
I mean, it's just as fun as Garden Ops. It's definitely a new take on it. Obviously, zombies versus plants, but it's definitely sometimes it could be a lot harder. Like if you were watching the video, there was a mushroom, and those things are very annoying. Like you can get away with just those, and they'll come up and they can like blind you, and very, very
Right,
interesting and but yet annoying.
right,
And then there's a bunch of different little like side things that make you do it. Like for instance, we had to get some, I forget what they're called, but they were big Pop Tarts.
what?
And then we had to bring them back to the graveyard or whatever, the
Yeah,
tombstone.
right. See,
Um,
I like it because I think they've done it in garden ops too, not just graveyard ops. They've thrown in a lot more like challenge oriented things. It's not just like stay here and defend. You know what I mean? There's like that thing we were playing yesterday in garden ops, where it's like get through the checkpoints, whatever.
yep, do a little race.
Like I liked that. I like that it kind of like gets you to leave the garden. It's not so easy anymore to like just defend even on hard.
Yep. The only one thing I hate is the bosses. It seems like there's like three. There's the super bean, then there's the trees, and then there's the flower.
Right.
That's really it.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. They gotta get more variety on that because there's a ton more variety in garden ops.
Yeah.
So hopefully in an update or two, they'll soon add more variety to the graveyard ops. Because like graveyard ops, obviously this is the first time they've done it, but like it really is kind of just like reskin garden ops. I mean, it's a new take on it, obviously, because you have to play as the other characters, and like you said, with like the different variations of the enemies, like with the mushrooms and stuff. But like, make it as in depth as garden ops at this point, so like people want to play it.
Yes. For sure.
So that's PVZ. Other than that, I think you'll have to wait until we do another PVZ show. But I don't think there's anything really else.
No, I think that's really it.
Okay, we'll have to do another Fernie and Sassy show where we just talk about PVZ. Or if we can get like a full panel of people that love PvZ, then like I'm definitely down. I feel like a lot of people are just against PvZ.
Yep, it's childish. It's, not that great. You're a plant. Like, whoop-de-doo.
Right. Try it before you knock at people. It's actually really good. If you got EA access and you've never played PvZ Garden Warfare 1, you gotta try it.
Yep, you get it free and you get the new game for 10 hours.
That's right. That's right. So, on to the next topic. Not as long as that topic because we haven't really played as much, but Far Cry Primal also came out this week. Assassin's played it. I have not, but I've watched significant amount of stream of this game because I've really been on the fence. This is the first Far Cry game since Far Cry 3. So, I guess since Far Cry 4, I didn't pick that up. So,
Yep.
there's only been 2 other than... This is the second one since Far Cry 3, so I guess that was a stupid point for me to make. But it was really like the first one on the next gen that has really caught my interest as I drop my controller. So what do you think of it? Is it better than Far Cry 4? Is it not? Is it not even a Far Cry game? Some people say it's not even a Far Cry game. What do you think so far?
I haven't really put that long into the game. Like, I kind of just got to, like, your so-called, like, home base type thing.
Yep.
But, I mean, it's kind of nice that it's a different take on the Far Cry. Like, everything used to be guns. Like, every game nowadays, except Ark Survival, is like, guns. I need to shoot you. Everything. It's nice to see, it to go way back in the past, in 10,000 BCE or whatever, and just have, like, sticks and fire. And
Yeah.
that's really it. And animals.
Yep.
So.
See, that's what I like about this. Like, Far Cry for me was getting too much like the same thing. So Far Cry 4 I definitely passed on. I'm like, I'm not getting this. Far Cry 3 was pretty good. I didn't complete Far Cry 3, but I definitely acknowledge it was excellent. And the other Far Cry games I picked up at launch, so I definitely am a fan of the Far Cry series. Ubisoft is kind of like taking it a little different direction with this one, but kind of kept it to the same roots. I don't know what people are saying. Like, people are going nuts online. Like, this isn't a Far Cry game. Like, I don't know what people are, why they even called this Far Cry. It's not Far Cry. And I'm just like, dude, there's outposts, there's quests, there's side quests, there's a story. Just because there's no guns, like you said, Assassin, just because there's no guns doesn't mean it's not a Far Cry game.
Yep, and it plays just like it. Like, if you told me this was a new game and didn't tell me the name, I would like assume it's Far Cry because everything screams Far Cry on it.
Right. Just because there's no guns, like, people are going crazy. If you go to the Metacritic scores, that kind of compares, what the critics are saying versus what the people are saying. Critics are saying that it's like in the high 70s, low 80s of a game, which is pretty good. Definitely warrants a buy. But then the critics are saying like 5.5, low 5s to 5.5 on average. So it's kind of like the same thing we were talking about last week with Street Fighter. Like, the people and the critics are disagreeing. Like, why is that? I don't understand why the people are hating on this so much. Because, like, a lot of people say it's just not a Far Cry game and they hate on it. Like, who cares? Like, I don't understand. J Street in the chat says, probably going to pass on this. Too many games coming out. That's why I'm passing on it right now, too, man. Like, if there was nothing out, I'd definitely pick this up at launch. Like, if PvZ didn't come out, PvZ really is, like, all I need for the next couple months. Until Quantum Break, I'm good. Like, Division I'm going to pick up, but, like, I'm not going to play it as much as PvZ. Definitely not. J Street says, looks interesting and may get it down the line. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely going to pick it up at a later time. I feel like if this goes to 40 at Best Buy, I can use my Gamers Club Unlocked on it, I'm going to get it.
Yep.
Carlo in the YouTube chat says, boss is so easy, Sassy says no problem. Do you care to elaborate on that? Yes.
What?
Carlo in the chat says, bosses are so easy, Sassy says no problem.
I've never seen. I've seen a boss, but like I said, I haven't played. Like, I've probably put in maybe an hour into the game.
Right.
And most of it is me looking at sticks and picking them up and crawling through the bushes like a weird person and shooting deer in the head.
Nice.
Or running after them with a club. So, I mean, I can't really say much, but...
I've probably watched like 6 hours of stream on this. I've really been on the fence. Like, I'm sitting in bed with my phone, checking out some Far Cry streams. Like, I'm really on the fence about it. And like I said at the beginning of the Fernie and Sassy show, I've definitely come to the buy side of it. So if it goes down in price, I'm on it right away. But because it's 60 and because there's other stuff, like, there's just no way I can pick it up right now. But I'm definitely for it. And the reason for that is because I think the animal taming thing is really, really cool. Like, I think the fact that you can ride on some of the animals, and the animals do act different. Don't pay attention to these reviews. Watch some stuff yourself. Don't listen to these reviews that say the animals are all the same. They're not. There's no way a saber-tooth tiger and a coyote and a mastodon or whatever and a bird can be all the same. Like, they're not all the same.
You sure? A saber-tooth can't fly?
Right, exactly. Like, people, I've seen some reviews. I've seen some people stream it being like, oh, the animals all feel the same. Like, the bear and the saber-tooth tiger are like the exact same. Or like there's like yaks or something in the game, something like that. I don't know if it is a yak, but it looks like a yak, and maybe like a bison or something. I don't know. But the people are like, oh, the bison and the bear are the exact same. No, they're not the exact same. Like, I don't know why people are saying that. But like the fact that you can tame these animals, use them to your advantage, like you can have like the bear go to one side of the battlefield while you go to the other side and take out these enemies over on this side. Kind of thing. Like, I love that. I think that's amazing.
Yep. And I like how it makes you care for these animals, because if they die, I mean, you have to go tame another bear.
Right.
Like, it just doesn't respond and be like, yo, I'm back.
Right.
Let's do this.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So if it dies, it's gone. Yeah. Exactly. So, like, you have to manage your inventory a lot. Like, not only do you have to manage your inventory for the animals, but you have to manage your inventory for the items, too, because you have to craft everything, which I think is a nice mechanic to add to this kind of game. Like, if you run out of spears, like, you're going to have to craft them from materials you pick up in the world. It's not like a gun where you pick up ammo, which you've done in, like, every game you've played that's an FPS for the past 20 years. So, I like it. I like the look of it. Obviously, I haven't played it, and you haven't played a lot of it, so we can't really, like, say too much about it from experience, but Italian Clowns, who's made it to our chat on Twitch, says Far Cry Primal has a Happy Meal beginning intro. What the hell do you mean by that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what he's talking about either. People say the AI is dumb. Have you noticed that at all in the first hour?
It was literally someone walking in water, shot him in the face, then two people scavenging, so I shot one in the face and stabbed the other one in the back.
Okay, yeah.
So other than that,
I gotta be honest with you, from the streams that I've checked out, and I've checked out the streams on definitely like different areas of the game. It wasn't just like the beginning of the game or whatnot. It's definitely been like across the entire game. It seems like the AI is not the smartest. So I can't agree with that criticism from what I've watched. But I don't know, maybe they'll change that. Maybe there's like another difficulty level. I don't know.
I think they added a difficulty level with the day one patch that came out, if I read that right.
Oh, did they? Okay. Yeah, that'd be good, because the AI is a little dumb. It's true. But I like the look of it. Is it quite Ark Survival Evolved? No. It's not as good as that. But, I mean, if you're a Far Cry person, there's a ton to do. It's a Ubisoft game. Like, hello. They always put in a ton of stuff to do, except for Watch Dogs. Italian Clowns in the chat says it's a $35 game. So there you go. He's played it. He thinks it's a $35 game. I think it's like a $40 game. I mean, there is a lot to do, but sorry, there's too much stuff coming out right now. You should have released this in like March. Or not March,
No.
May.
Yeah, I don't know what they're thinking, releasing it so close to the Division, which is another game that they're making within
Right.
like 2 weeks.
Right.
Like they should understand that Far Cry will get money, but not with like PVZ and the Division
Right.
neck and neck.
Clown says in the chat, taming them are all the same. The commands are the same, but the bears are more powerful, etc. Exactly. So, like, obviously, I feel like, see, taming them being all the same, I didn't expect. You're right. That is kind of like too similar. But I will say that, like, certain animals are more powerful than others, or like the coyotes or whatever are more scared of like big groups. I've noticed people have like sent coyotes into a group of like 5 or 6 enemies and they just run away. You know, and a bear won't do that, obviously, or like a saber-tooth tiger.
Or the honey badger can revive himself once from death.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Wow. So they are different, even though they you tame them the same way, and the commands are a lot the same, other than for the bird. They're different. So don't hate on it before you check out some streams. Don't just watch some reviews, because some people are just like negative on it before they even start the game. So
Just grab it from like Redbox for like a day.
right.
Just try it out. It would surprise you.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
But we say pick up some of this game. Where is it? Where's the slide? Where is it? Oh, I ruined it. PVZ. Pick that up.
Yep.
Deluxe edition, $70.
Definitely worth that.
You get like a ton of coins and packs. It's so sick.
Yep.
But anyway, that's the end of the Fernie and Sassy show. Went like 10 minutes longer than I thought, but I thought it was pretty good. We will be doing this again, I'm sure, at some point. But for the regular podcast, you can check it out. Not at 8 p.m. Eastern. It's probably going to be 7 p.m. Eastern from now on. You can check it out on Twitch and YouTube Gaming. Just search for 4GwQuarters. On Twitch, it's at just twitch.tv/4GwQuarters. YouTube, same thing, youtube.com/4GwQuarters. For Twitter, 4GwQPodcast. Facebook, 4GwQuarters as well. And check out our website, too. We're going to get a bunch of new reviews up on the site and some new articles as well, and back episodes as well if you miss them. 4GwQuarters.com. What else am I missing? iTunes. We're on iTunes, so if you want to listen to the podcast, like on the road or something, check us out on iTunes. We're on Apple News. We're on Google News or whatever. I don't know exactly what it's called, but Google's opening up like a new podcast thing again, finally, and we've been approved for that, so we're on that. And other than that, we're on like Spreaker Radio, TuneIn Radio. We're everywhere. Just type in 4GwQuarters, you'll find us. Other than that, Assassin. See you later, big guy. Good talk.
Nope. It's been fun.
Dare I say the L word?
What's the L word?
I'll tell you off stream. See you later, everybody. Bye. Peace.
Bye.